Hello. Oh, look, we put a podcast. Wait, that's so great. Oh my
I know.
word.
I was trying to see if he would like come and sit with me for the intro, and then I saw Salem.
I was just trying to get him out of the way because he was about to hit my keyboard, and I was like, "Oh gosh, don't do that."
All right, go ahead, buddy. Thank you for appearing.
That was great. Oh, I sincerely pity anyone who is listening to this as a podcast and didn't get to see both Black Kitty faces. Oh, so good. So good. Okay, anyway, welcome to Spilling the Tea with Susie. I am Susie. This is Hannah. She is Stay Tuned for Mystery.
Hello, and thanks for having me.
Yeah, you do everything. You do it all. You've got your hands in everything, and I literally love it because you are a Clue Crew after my own heart. So,
oh, thank you.
Welcome aboard.
Glad to be here.
Yes, Free Salem and Salem Twin. Yes, that's right. All right. Thank you all for being so patient with me. I let everybody know in the chat, but anybody who is not watching live wouldn't know what I mean. But my son chose the exact moment that I pushed go live to tell me that he needed to go to the bathroom. So yes, that is how toddlers do. Anyway. Welcome to the show. It's gonna be a fun one. We have some questions for you that I am pulling up as we speak. Are you excited?
Good. I am. I'm a little nervous. After hearing like some of the other questions on your other interview.
She laughs sinisterly. No, this is just fun with friends.
Yeah,
and nothing
it's
to be afraid
stakes.
of. It is very low stakes. I have shaken people to their core before, though. Like, I don't know why, but for some reason, having like an unknown amount of questions like really scares some people. I've had people be like, "Look at my hand, it's shaking." Okay, I have the questions pulled up. Wait, that's often how kids operate. Yes, Kalina would know. Do you want to do some of my questions first? Because I can't say the whole time because I would like that. Oh, of course, Sleuthy. Of course I will do your questions first. So, I always end up getting, like, some pretty, like, normal questions from everybody else. I'll add in some of my own, but I count on Sleuthy for the unhinged, wacky ones.
Yes, it was her questions I was thinking about when I said that earlier.
She says, "Be scared."
Oh, goodness. Okay. I think I'm ready.
You need nervous related questions? I can help. Yes, Kalina, add them in the chat. All right. So, here's Sleuthy's questions, and you can see she always sends me like a ton. All right. Don't be afraid. Question number 1. Can you do a podcast episode on which characters are most likely to commit tax fraud for the month of April?
Ooh. Oh, that's a great question. Happy to do it.
I think you should. I read that and I was like, wait, that's a great idea.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking, because I haven't done an episode in a couple weeks, which I usually do like every couple weeks or so, and I'm like, what can I do like later this month? That's a great one because I have a singular person that comes to mind immediately.
Oh my gosh. Well, don't tell us.
Yeah.
We'll wait for the podcast episode. Oh my goodness. Morgan says if she doesn't scare you enough, she can come up with more. She loves themes. Yes, we all love themes. Also, don't mind me just casually eating a piece of provolone cheese.
Oh, you're fine.
I have gestational diabetes, guys. Leave me alone.
Oh.
All right. Next question. Oh, this is This one's really something. FMK, which you are familiar with, is Fight, Marry, Kiss on this channel.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Dwayne Powers. Wait, it gets worse.
Oh,
Johnny Roll. And wait, even worse, Owen Spader.
Ooh. Wait, who was the other person?
Johnny
Dwayne
Roll?
Owen. Jelly Roll?
Johnny Roll. Jelly Roll.
Oh, no, okay.
Jelly
I was
Cat.
like, Jelly Roll? Who's that? Ooh, okay. Actually, okay, this is, I think, fairly easy. I would marry, well, heads up, spoilers for Stay Tuned for Danger. I would marry Owen Spader because he doesn't exist. So I would be marrying nobody.
Tax fraud.
I would probably kiss Johnny Roll because I live very far away from the Bahamas, so I would never have to see him again. Maybe. And then I guess I would have to fight. Oh, fight. Okay, sorry. I'm familiar with another version of FMK that's like not family friendly.
I cleaned it up for YouTube.
Yeah. I would fight Dwayne. I think I could take him.
I think you could too. I believe in you. I believe in you. That was great. Also, everybody in the chat is saying that Jelly Roll is a country singer. When I tell you guys that my husband literally today told me that this person existed.
Oh, interesting.
And I was like, okay. Not a country music fan over here. Sorry for anybody who is.
Yeah, sorry. I feel like you're very in or you're very like out with country music.
Yeah, what is that? It's like so divisive.
Yeah, it's like
divisive.
Everyone that I know that loves country music, like, yeah, like they're so in it. Like they're at a Morgan Wallen concert like every weekend. And
That's
then the people I know
person, I'm assuming.
It's like the only country person I know.
Oh my gosh. There was a time in very young Susie's life where we had just gotten cable. I'm really dating myself here. We had just gotten cable for the first time, and one of our channels was the country music video station, whatever it was. And that was the only time I ever listened to country music because I thought it was really cool that I could turn on the TV and I could watch music videos. So anyway. I like country music, but if I'm picking, I tend to do more Americana, banjo, backwoods country. Okay, that sounds specific. Kalina says, don't worry, I'm even older.
Yeah, no, you're in good company. I'm like old enough to remember like when we switched from like dial-up internet to like Comcast.
Oh yeah.
I was like, wow, I can like go on the internet now and like it doesn't clog up the landline.
Oh my goodness. I was 13 or 14 when we like finally got rid of dial-up. So that sound is burned in my brain, that like
Yeah, and it like took so long to like ramp up.
Yes, and I was using the like her interactive message boards on dial-up internet and like waiting for the page to load. Oh,
relatable.
Such good times.
I know, right?
Yes. But then, of course, sometimes, you know, we couldn't use the internet. So, because I lived in a time where we had a computer. It was a Windows 98. But, like, we had a computer. But, like, we didn't have, like we wouldn't access the internet on the daily basis, you know? So, like, sometimes my dad would go to work where, of course, they had high-speed internet because he worked for the town. So they had really good internet there. So he would go to work and he would go on the message boards for us and he would print out message board posts.
Oh my gosh. That is like such an all-star dad.
Literally.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Oh, what a great blast from the past. What were we even talking about?
Oh, it was like country music and then FMK.
Yeah. You're right. We got
I'm sorry,
off.
this is what happens when people talk to me. They get off on tangents, which if you listen to my podcast, you're probably familiar with that. But you just get off on a tangent and then you wonder how you got here.
No, that's pretty much the plot of this show as well. I ask people questions, we go off on tangents, and then I'm like, wait, I'm supposed to be asking you a question. Having to take turns using the internet and phones. Oh my gosh, my older brother would have to call his girlfriend, so I couldn't be on the internet. The worst. The worst. Okay, also, I don't want to ignore this. Farther up in chat, before we started even talking about country music and stuff, Kalina said, can I get an overview who Hannah is for those in the back who is super tired and suddenly can't remember who you are? LOL, seriously, I didn't get much sleep last night. Give us a quick overview of you and what you do.
Yeah, sure. So what I do is basically it started with a podcast. So I have the Stay Tuned for Mystery podcast, which is it's kind of a little bit of everything. I mean, I kind of just, which is what I wanted it to be initially. I just kind of make episodes just on like just whatever I can think of, you know, like different like game reviews or like game recommendations for like seasons, etc., etc. And then on I have a YouTube channel as well, that's like the Wild Wild West, because I just make videos on like a ton of different things.
I love it.
Yeah, I do. It's like mostly obviously like Nancy Drew related. But I played the Alex Hill game, so I branch off, you know, into like other mystery games. I heard the Gumshoe Detective Agency is coming out soon.
Oh, I did hear that too. And you do Sims stuff.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do like Nancy Drew Sims builds. I'm on a mission to do a Sims build from each game.
Yes.
So.
Here for it. Love that. I've done a few Nancy Drew Sims builds as well, which like I've actually made videos for, but they're not going to get released until this spring or summer when I'm on my maternity leave. Yeah. It's my content that I'm going to be pushing out when I'm not making content. But
nice. Okay.
I love that other people make better ones because I have in my Sims 4 game, I have like a whole world dedicated to Nancy Drew stuff.
Same.
And it's not just stuff that I've made. Like I'll troll the gallery and be like, is there anything new? And I want to add it to that world. So I'm like, yes, please, everyone who has a desire, please make some so that I can add it to my little Nancy Drew world.
Yeah, seriously, because there are so many, like, I mean, yeah, like, there are so many people who do Sims builds, but I feel like there are so many, first of all, there are so many games, and second of all, there are so many, like, houses and locations and everything. It's, like, it's so cool to see, like, you know.
I know.
Like, I mean, some games, like, they have one location, so obviously, like, there's only one build, but it's so cool to see, like, everybody doing, like, all these different kinds of builds.
Yes. And there's some that I'm like, oh, read question 9? Okay, I'll get to that. There's some that I'm like, okay, everybody kind of has their own build of, like, Blackmore Manor, you know? Which is awesome.
Yeah, it's like none of them are really the same.
They're not the same. They're awesome. Also, there's always, like, a random one where you're like, I never would have thought to have done that. But you did it, like, when Jetpack from Gooba and Jetpack made Jake's train.
Oh, really? They did that one?
She did like tiny house stuff, and oh my goodness, I love her Sims builds.
Me too.
Yeah, my favorite one that I did was I did Maddie Jensen's apartment.
Oh, nice. That's a cute one to do.
Yeah, that was one of my faves. But like
Nice.
there's so many fun ones, y'all.
Right? It's
Yeah.
funny too. I am actually, this won't be out for like, I do like videos way in advance, so this won't be out till probably the summer, but I am actually trying to do Jake Curly's train right now. So,
Yes.
and
Sorry, go
yeah,
on.
it's pretty hard. It's hard to do a train in The Sims.
Yes. Yeah. I think it was Jetpack who did it. I forget, but yeah. I am so down to see everybody's, cuz like everybody is so different, you know? Everybody has a different idea of
Yeah.
how to make things work. I want to see it all.
Yeah, exactly.
So much fun.
Yeah. I feel like too, I got off like pretty, like, I feel like I did Blackmore Manor just in time because it was right after like the Life and Death pack came out. And you get like a crow, like a pet crow in
Cool.
the pack. So I'm like, just in time. And now we have Lulu.
That's so funny. Oh my gosh. I love that. Okay, I'm gonna skip ahead to question 9 for Sleuthy. She says, can you do a Nancy Drew Sims build, or Sims whatever, where you give Mr. Skinbag a bedroom?
Ooh, okay.
There you go.
All right. I think we could do that.
Mhm.
That could be done.
I'm sure it could be done.
I'll have to, these are actually some really good ideas. I'll have to start like writing them down.
Morgan is an idea machine. If I'm ever
seriously.
like, I need content, Morgan, I just go to her. She's the best. Okay. Her third question. If you got stranded on a desert island, which Nancy Drew character would you want with you?
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna say, obviously, I feel like Nancy's the obvious choice, so I'm gonna say besides Nancy.
Sure. You know, I always forget that Nancy's a option in these, because we're Nancy.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, she's yourself.
Right.
You know what? This is gonna sound crazy, but I have to say probably Johnny Roll, because he's a beach bum.
No.
So, I mean, he already kind of lives on an island. You know, like, he knows how to survive.
That's
And
too
also,
much.
like, he doesn't like to talk to people, so he'd probably just, like, leave me alone.
Incredible. You don't think he'd kidnap you?
Well, I mean, as long as I don't, like, ruin his life, maybe.
What are
Maybe
you
I'll
doing
get
out
off.
of bed? What are you doing out of bed? You need to go back to bed. Okay, here, I'm gonna give you your next question, and then I'm gonna take him back to bed.
Okay.
Oh, what is your favorite? That's cheese. That's Mommy's snack because, you know, Mommy's blood sugar was high.
I want a bite.
You want a bite? Yeah, it's Gouda. I love Gouda too. Okay, your next question is, what is your favorite hot take from your Hot Take podcast episode? Go, I'll be right back.
Ooh, take as long as you need. I've got this. Okay. So, I have actually, so I have a hot take that I've actually been dying to talk about with Susie specifically. So I'll wait until she gets back for that one. But my favorite hot take, probably, okay, well, first and foremost, I am a Francie shipper, as anyone who's listened to my podcast already knows. You already know how I feel about that. So probably that, because I know people are very divided on that. Probably, okay, I can't remember if I, like, actually put this in my podcast episode or not, but I really like the Sudoku puzzle in Shadow at the Water's Edge. Like, I have a game saved for all of, like, Rintaro's Sudoku puzzles, and, like, sometimes kind of just, when I want to, like, play, like, a little puzzle or something, I'll come back to the, like, the mini Sudoku puzzles and, like, the giant Sudoku puzzle that we have to do. And same with the nonograms. Like, I love the nonograms. I love that puzzle. Okay, I had a hot take, and I mentioned after you got up, I was like, I have to talk about this, like, with Susie.
Okay.
I've been waiting.
I'm listening.
I have a hot take. I actually like the Shattered Medallion.
I'm glad you waited for me. I also like the Shattered Medallion. Let's
Yeah, I was like,
let's discuss.
oh my gosh. Okay. I feel like I like the puzzles and like the missions and all of that. It's not perfect. Like the reveal of Sunny June, lame. But
Could have been better. Yeah.
yeah, and like I mean the conversations are like really like kind of wackadoodle, but
They are.
I don't know, like yeah, it's like the train track puzzle, like the plant puzzle, like the little alien spaceship puzzle, like where you have to do like the it's like the squares,
Like the
and
battleship kind of one. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'm like I like the game.
Honestly, it's a great game. It's just not like the caliber of Nancy that we're used to.
Yeah, exactly.
It's also, like you said, a little wackadoodle. It doesn't make much sense. And the Sunny June reveal was slightly a bit of a letdown. I still like him quite a bit.
Yeah, I think it would have been cool if like maybe Nancy had like addressed the fact that like, or maybe not, I don't know, who knows, but maybe she was like, oh yeah, like I've seen your doodles. Like
Seriously, because I mean she's said that before in games where she'll like see his doodles and she'll be like, oh my gosh, Sunny June.
Yeah. You know what? I have a theory.
Okay.
I have a tinfoil hat theory.
Tell us.
I think because maybe like when she confronted Charlena in Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon and Charlena like didn't remember her at all, maybe she's embarrassed. And so like maybe that hurt her pride a little bit. So like
And that is why she is consistently chasing like that low of making people feel just that bad.
mm-hmm. Yep.
Where's Ma? Anyone? No, I'm kidding. Actually, I can kind of see that theory. That like makes sense.
There are holes in the theory because her and Sunny June have never met, so like
There's holes in the game.
it would make sense.
Oh my. What a game. I really like Patrick.
Yeah, I like, you know, this is gonna sound mean. He's as dumb as a box of rocks, and I think that's what makes him like so lovable.
He's like, if my cat Salem was a person, it would be Patrick. Just like big and like not overly bright. Doesn't like water.
Oh my god, when he's like, I just sink like a rock.
Oh my gosh.
Iconic.
What a great game. Great game. See, there's people out there who like every game. Every game is worth it.
Yeah, there's something for everyone in the game series.
Yeah. Sloopy's hot take, dogs should have more dogs. More than
Agreed.
5? It's got 5 dogs. I mean, technically, if you count that there's 4 new dogs and there were 4 old dogs, there are 9 dogs.
Yeah, 9? I mean, Red used to have a dog, right? Could bring that
did.
dog.
10
Like-
dogs.
Mm-hmm. There you go. There's never like there's never such a thing as too many dogs.
Never, but that is a dang lot of dogs.
Yeah, it really is. Sorry, this is another tangent, but I used
Go
to
for
work in like animal sheltering, and I had a coworker who has, well, I haven't talked to her in years, maybe she does it now, but she had 9 dogs.
Whoa.
I know.
Was she like fostering?
No, they were all hers. I mean, yeah, she fostered like a lot, which I'm
I
sure
dropped
that's
my
how she like
pistachios.
probably adopted.
That surprised me so much. I dropped my pistachios.
I remember like when she would go on vacation, she would have to like get like 3 people and like fan them all out.
I can imagine. I have never had more than. I've never had more than one dog at a time. I haven't had a dog in a long time.
Yeah.
But like, I've had 2 cats at once. And even
yeah.
that is a bit excessive, in my opinion. And I've wheedled it down to 1 now. Which is terrible. I'm so sorry. My cat did not want to be around me pregnant. It happened the first time.
Yeah.
Happened again this time. And I was like,
my
I cannot
God,
give you the
yeah.
home you deserve. So he now
Aw,
lives with somebody
yeah.
who is not having children. But yeah,
Yeah.
we're better off with just 1 cat. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. We've always been like a 1 animal household. Which my
Yeah.
husband really wants a dog, so I'm sure that'll happen at some point, but
Does your husband have a kind of dog he wants?
we both really love well, it's funny because all the dogs we love are like they're kind of herd dogs,
Oh, cool.
which you know, like Australian cattle dogs, like we love like breeds like that.
Mhm.
But it's funny, like that's kind of out of the question now because our cat that we have, the reason we got him is because he came from a home where he was being like herded by a dog.
No.
Yeah, and he was really unhappy, and you know, it was not a great like the people were awesome and nice, but yeah, he was just miserable getting chased by the dogs. So we're like, okay, like we're not gonna like, you know, have that happen again. So
Yeah, that's fair. My husband's family had a corgi when he was growing up, and she would herd them, the kids, because he's one of 6, so she would like herd the kids.
oh my god, that's adorable.
I thought that was really cute.
Yeah.
Aw, I love that. I am a big little dog person, so I like the little like teeny lap dog thing.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Little I used to be like really afraid of chihuahuas because
Really?
they have I mean, let me tell you, when you're like working on a spay and neuter clinic, chihuahuas have the biggest attitudes.
Those are probably the ones you want to look out for. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, like drawing
Aw.
blood on like a German Shepherd, like no big deal.
Yeah.
Not at all. But like trying to like you know, draw blood on like a tiny chihuahua. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. I'm such the opposite. I'm just like big dogs. Oh man, I don't know about that. They're just so big. Like I used to go and walk dogs at the Humane Society, but they're always such big dogs, which like nothing against them.
Mhm.
The pitties and like the pit mixes, they're so cute and they're so sweet. Such great dogs. But I'm such a small person. I'm like,
Yeah.
you guys are bigger than me.
Oh my gosh, yeah, where it's like you're twice the size of me.
Literally, they usually weighed more than me. I mean, at this point, I'm like stupid pregnant, so I could probably outweigh them. However, I am also grandly off balance because I'm stupid pregnant, so I'm not going to go walk any pitties. But like, they're wonderful. I just
Yeah.
like I think of like, okay, like John's corgi is about as big as I like. You know, that's like a medium-sized
Yeah,
dog.
mhm.
You know,
That's a really good size.
or like an Aussie. You know, like that's even
Mhm.
like that's not huge. It's not gonna take me down. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
But I used to have a Pomchi, like a Pomeranian Chihuahua mix.
Oh my god.
Oh, best
Those
dog.
things are like little fluff balls.
Well, it was great because she looked like you took a German Shepherd and shrunk it. Like she was so cute. She had the coloring and like markings of a German Shepherd. She had these little pointy ears,
Oh my God.
and then her tail did the curly thing. But precious baby. I love me a tiny dog. Okay. Pocket butter or pocket fish is your next question.
Ooh. As a vegetarian, I will say pocket butter.
Valid.
Yeah, I feel like pocket fish would smell.
So you're not a pescatarian.
Well, sometimes I am. It depends on.
Depends on if there's salmon around, right?
I mean, yeah, honestly, it kind of depends on the time of the year.
Yeah?
Like, like in the summer, you get like some, good shellfish and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I get that. What, you're in America, right?
Yeah.
But, like, are you on a coast?
I am. Yeah, I'm on the West Coast. I'm,
Okay.
not in Seattle. I'm, like, a little bit outside of Seattle.
Okay. So you're gonna get some good seafood then.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a thing. You don't know seafood until you've had seafood near the ocean.
Oh my god. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I've been really lucky too. I've lived on like the East Coast and then like the West Coast my whole life, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I love being on a coast because I'm a big seafood
me
person.
too.
But not pocket fish. That's just nasty, Morgan.
You will not find pocket fish on the coast.
No, you will not. Maggie says cries in Midwestern. Maggie, you come visit me and I'm gonna get you the best dang crab cake you've ever tasted in your life.
Oh man. What state are you in, if you don't mind me asking?
Maryland.
Oh, no way.
We have the crabs.
Oh yeah, you do.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in New Jersey, so yeah,
No
Maryland
way.
was like yeah,
Oh my
I've been
gosh.
to Maryland.
That's super close.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
that.
you guys are really good.
Yeah. We're kind of known for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you ask
Oh my
anyone
gosh.
about Maryland, I think the first thing that comes up is crabs.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah. I distinctly remember, I had like a friend in high school who was a fan of, I'm trying to think of the Orioles.
Oh, yeah.
The Baltimore baseball. Yeah, and he went to Baltimore one day to like watch the game, and he came back and he just kept talking about like crab fries, like they were like a revelation.
Oh, okay. So this is a delicacy, okay? This is a dish where you get your french fries, but there's crab meat, and there's Old Bay.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Yeah, it's, we put Old Bay on anything. I'm telling you.
God.
You name it,
Yeah.
a Marylander has put Old Bay on it.
That's like such a staple of Maryland.
It really is. I worked at this hotel for a while where the chef decided that he needed to have his own like creation that was like, it was like for the hotel. So he created the Chessadoodle, which was the Chesapeake Bay Snickerdoodle,
Yo, what?
and it had Old Bay in it.
Oh my god.
It was good.
That's like, I feel like that's something I would see in a Nancy Drew game. You know,
Yes.
like when you find like menus and stuff and they would just make up like wacky names.
Yes, the creature of the night barbecue sauce.
Yeah. And like a white cheddar ice cream.
Yes. Okay, I might actually try that. There's nothing that I won't try.
Yeah, I'll try pretty much anything.
Says the vegetarian.
Yeah, anything within reason.
Anything that wasn't blinking earlier.
Yeah. I do like, I don't think I mentioned this earlier, but I do like recipes sometimes on my channel from the different games. And I've been wanting to do like the burger combinations from Last Train to Bloom Canyon. I'm like, some of them are going to be really interesting because it's like, one's like a peanut butter jelly or like something like that.
Yeah. Are you, okay, so as a vegetarian, which by the way I hella respect, are you going to do like black bean burgers or something?
Probably I'm a big Beyond person,
Okay.
which anyone's like looking for, you know, like, I don't know.
Like an
Non-meat
alternative.
recommendations.
Yeah.
Yeah, Beyond Meat, like Beyond Burgers, Beyond Sausage, so good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I am not a vegetarian at this moment. However, I love to eat vegetarian. Just on occasion I just need a little something extra, you know.
Yeah.
However, I love to eat vegetarian whenever I can. Like, me and my husband love to do like a meatless day, you know, like where our protein will be tofu and lentils and, you know, like that type of stuff. Yeah, we love to do that.
Nice.
My favorite thing. We went to this restaurant in my city and I saw they had a black bean burger on the menu.
Oh, dang. Okay.
And I was like, I have to have it. So I had it and it was the best thing I had ever eaten. Okay? It was so good. It was so, like, I cannot sing this thing's praises enough. So then the next time that we went to the restaurant was like a year later. We don't eat out too often. I was like, I just want that burger, like, so bad. Like, I just want that burger. It was like Mother's Day, and I was like, all I want for Mother's Day is that burger, okay? They had taken it off the menu.
Oh my god, I hate when that happens. Oh.
This story has a happy ending, though, however, because for my birthday in February, my husband was like, do you want to go out to dinner? And I was like, yes. Can we go to this restaurant that we go to like once a year? And he was like, yes, absolutely. And they had the black bean burger back.
Oh, they brought it back?
Nice. And it was so good. So, like, I loved it. It was really good. They also gave me a free slice of Smith Island cake, which is another Maryland staple, if anybody was curious.
Nice.
It's like really teeny thin layers of cake and icing, like, stacked up. Like, there's like 22 of them.
Dang.
Real good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Real good. I've never been to Smith Island, but I love their cake.
Nice.
Yeah, we went off on a tangent here. Okay, another one of Sleuthy's crazy questions. Would you rather kiss Mr. Skinbag or the Dungeness crab? I think y'all know my answer as a Marylander.
Yeah, I'll say the Dungeness crab. Sorry, Skinbag.
Put a little Old Bay on that crab?
Oh, yeah. Sprinkle.
Oh my goodness. No, actually, here's a little secret. A little Maryland secret. If you buy crabs, like by the bushel, to like pick them, it's typically not Old Bay on them.
Oh, dang. So you
it's
have to,
J.O.
like...
Spice. Which is great. But the Marylanders are lying to you.
The Marylanders are covering it up.
It's a conspiracy. Sleepy says, remember when y'all said too many animals? I've got a dog and 2 cats inside.
Oh, okay. I don't think that's too many.
Not too much.
I think that's a great amount.
That is a great amount. Because, like, 1 dog at a time? Absolutely. 2 cats at a time? Absolutely. All three of them at
Yeah.
once, as long as they get along, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But more than that, I feel like I'd be
Wait.
overwhelmed. Okay, let's see here. Oh no. Would you rather Nancy date Colin or Jason?
Okay. Jason, who? Oh, Jason from Mid. Okay. Oh God. You know, I'm gonna say Colin because at least I feel like he's so obsessed with her. Like he would probably treat her like a queen. You know, like I don't really get that same vibe from Jason.
Here's another thought though. For somebody like Jason to date somebody like Nancy, you'd probably think it wouldn't really work, right?
Right. Yeah.
So like it wouldn't last.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
It would be over pretty
It would
quickly.
be over so quickly. I feel like it would be over with Colin just as quickly for me because I don't think I could be with somebody who like worshipped the air I breathed. I would feel too weird. No, thank you. I'm just a person.
Yeah, like, oh, you gave me this tile you found on the ground. Like, I'm gonna wear it forever.
even her like contact was like, he's gonna keep that on his person. She's like, if it's from me, he will. You're just like, this is kind of a red flag, Nancy.
Oh my gosh, he's a love bomber. That's what he is.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so that's definitely gonna last. Sleuthie says she wants a lizard and her fiance wants fish. I love fish.
Aww.
Lizards
Oh,
are
yeah, me
also
too.
quite cool.
Yeah, I've had fish.
Yeah, I've got fish right here. Fish are
Oh,
good.
actually, sorry, this is a tangent, but
Tell me.
when I was younger, I had pet fish, and I decided, because it was after I discovered the Nancy Drew games, I decided I was like 11, I was gonna get all these fish and like name them after like one person from each game.
Cool.
Because back then, I mean, there were only like 10 or 11 games.
Yeah.
So
Wouldn't
my
have been that
first
hard then.
fish, I'm like- so my very first goldfish, I was like, okay, we're going in order. I'm gonna name her after like somebody in Secrets Can Kill.
Yeah.
So my pet goldfish's name was Eloise.
That's actually really cute. I love that. How many fish did you get through?
One.
No. I was waiting for like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I had Mrs. Drake and then
I know. I had skin bag. No. I started out with one fish, and then she like eventually she got so big. I
Oh.
think maybe because I was feeding her too much. But I mean, she was like a massive fish. And eventually my
They do that.
parents they like sat me down and had a conversation with me. And they were like, "Look, like she's really big. Like she's not happy in that tank." And we took her to like a park near our house and like released her into the river.
She was
to,
probably
like,
very happy
live a
there.
better life.
That's so funny. Aw. That's a way better story than most people's goldfish stories end.
I had the same idea when my old job, I used to work in animal rescue, so sometimes we would like get animals like surrendered to us, you know, that we would like transfer to like a shelter or whatever. And I had the same idea, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start this. And so, because sometimes when we would get animals, like we would get to name them because they didn't have names yet. And so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start this. And I had 2 boy cats. And I named them Dexter and Dwayne.
No, that's so great. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. Also, I don't know if you know this, but my fish that I'm looking at right now, I know you can't see him. He's right there. His name is Dexter Egan.
No way!
Yes! So, like, I'll turn off the light on the tank every night, and I'm like, okay, see you, Mr. Egan.
Oh my god! I love that.
It's so great. Oh, I love it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, this is a really specific question that I think I have missed the context for. Which Nancy Drew character would you replace with a flamingo?
Flamingo. Okay.
I don't know where the flamingo came from, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm as in the dark as you are. about this.
I wasn't sure if it was like I missed an episode of the podcast or something.
If there was, whoever asked that has a way better memory than me.
These are still sleuthy. She has the unhinged questions.
Ooh, okay. With a flamingo, I would replace Cuckoo, the bird.
Oh.
Wouldn't that be so cute? Like walking around the resort and there's just like a little flamingo.
That actually would be pretty cute. Aww. Sleuthy's gonna be upset though. She loves Cuckoo.
Sorry.
Oh. Okay. Last sleuthy question. Oh, she says flamingo was random. It came from her head.
Okay, good. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, did I miss something?
I legit thought that I missed something. I was like, oh man, I am like so behind. I have not checked Instagram enough or something. Okay, last sleuthy question. Your phone is ringing. Which Nancy Drew character is it and why are they calling you?
It's probably Dwayne because he heard me talking smack about him
It's like, I
and
heard
he wants
you.
revenge.
Oh, that's such a Dwayne thing to do.
Right?
Yeah. This is the Dwayne Powers episode, y'all. All right. On to some other questions that we received. But I have too many notifications. I need to go into my archive. Okay, here we go. Got them. Here they are. Okay. Ooh, okay. What are your top 3 games?
Ooh, okay. Ghost Dogs and Moonlake.
Hmm.
Sea of Darkness. I love that one. And probably Danger on Deception Island.
Those are excellent choices.
Yeah.
Absolutely excellent. Do you know what I realized after I asked you this question?
What's that?
We haven't played FMK.
Oh my gosh.
We have been
We've just been going off on tangents.
for so long.
I'm so sorry. That's what happens when you invite you to talk to you.
No, it's okay. We've just been like vibing and having the best time and have not done like the meat of this show. We have not done the black bean burger of this show.
I know, country music.
What happened we talked about? Well, I'll give it to you.
And it's so funny too, because like that's the main thing I associate your show with.
I know.
You know, I'm like I have been waiting to play. I've watched people play, and I'm like, I'm ready.
Yes. Okay. Well, I just started spinning and didn't even bother to ask you what wheel you wanted. Do you want the wheel with everybody on it? Because I just spun that wheel.
Okay, sure. Let's do that.
So your first option is going to be Katie Firestone.
Okay.
And your second option is going to be... You can choose the wheel next time. Jake Hurley. Alive.
Oh, okay.
Alive. Okay. And your third and final option is going to be... Oh, we're in the A's? Oh! Oh!
Oh no.
It's Booty Vendor! This is spilling the tea history right here.
Okay, wait, is that the person with the yo-yo?
Yes. It's Monique. If anyone is wondering her real name, it is Monique.
Oh, Monique, that's who it is. Okay.
Yes.
Wait, sorry, it's fight? What are the other two again? What do they stand
Fight,
for?
marry, kiss.
Okay. Sorry, I have like the other version in my head and I'm like, no wait.
It's the good version. It's the version
Okay.
that won't make me have to put an age limit on this video.
Yeah, exactly. Like, let's not get this taken down.
Yeah.
Okay. I know who I'm not fighting. I probably wouldn't fight Monique.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to like cross paths with her. Probably. Oh man. Okay. Okay. Well, I'd probably marry Jay Curley because when he's alive, I mean, he's probably up there in age, so he'll probably.
Oh my god.
You know, like, you know, we'll just like have some adventures for a few years and, you know.
Oh my god. Okay. That's one way to look at it. Okay.
You know, I'll inherit the gold. Okay. I guess I would have to fight Katie then.
I feel like she would not put up like a good fight.
Yeah, like she probably like verbal fighting.
Yeah, like I really feel like if it came to fisticuffs that like I could take her, you know? So like I feel like you got this.
And then yeah, I'll kiss Monique.
There you go. Oh my gosh, I've never had Booty Vendor pop up. Oh, that's so funny. That is some spilling the tea history right there. And my life, my channel, my name is forever linked with that woman's booty. It was in the literal like year-end video on Nancy Drew PC Games.
No, are you
They
serious?
had my butt. I was doing the yo-yo. Oh my
Oh
gosh,
my
did
God.
you not see that?
No, I think I remember like
Oh
your
my-
post of doing that.
Yes.
That is iconic that it made it to the end of the year photo.
Yeah, I haven't gotten over it. So anyway, moving on. Going back to the questions. Okay. Let's see. Is there a suspect that you'd like to see return in another game? Don't say it. Dwayne?
I'm gonna say it. And listen, I have my argument ready to go.
Okay. Tell us.
First of all, well, I mean, I guess spoiler ahead for Ransom of the Seven Ships. Stay tuned for danger. If anyone wants to like mute this for a couple seconds, but I feel like he is an iconic villain. And like I feel like that ending, like I feel like is one of the best endings like the series has ever had. And I feel like with Ransom of the Seven Ships, it's like I loved that he was the person who was brought back. And I would love to see that like kind of redone. You know what I mean? Like have him come back, but like have him come back as the Dwayne we knew in Stay Tuned for Danger.
Sure. Yeah. No, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Instead of like something potentially problematic.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah.
I like the person choice to bring back was great. And I
Yeah.
would love to see it like redone.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I see it. I see it. Oh my goodness. Story Retold in chat says that the image, of my booty vendor cosplay, she says that image shall go down in history as one of the best cosplays ever. And thank you so much, Kalina. That means so much to me.
It will go down. You've had some like really awesome cosplays, I feel like. Like
Thank you.
I remember you doing like Connie from Secrets Can Kill.
I did Connie. I did do Connie. Yes. Oh my goodness. What about my Fatima? That's, I feel like, my best one.
Oh my, you did Fatima?
You haven't seen my Fatima? Oh my gosh.
No,
I will
I didn't
send
see
you
it.
my
I'll have to go back
Fatima.
and-
Hold on, I'll find
Yes!
it. And
Oh
I'll
my
send it.
god!
I've done it multiple times. Oh, there's my butt. So actually, little backstory on my Monique cosplay though. I was pregnant and like hadn't told anyone yet and was miserable. I was miserable.
God.
Oh my gosh, I was so sick.
Jeez.
But I was already like gaining weight because it's my second child. So I was like starting to gain weight like super early.
Yeah.
So those pants were super tight and it really helped to sell the cosplay.
Oh my god.
Okay. Here's a random, I'm just gonna send you this reel of, it's literally just like a silly one, but I've done the Fatima several times, but here, just go check that out. All right, Kalina says, question, if you could bring back something classic from the past games and a modern improvement to the next Nancy Drew game, what 2 things would you submit? That's a good question, Kalina.
Yeah, that's a good question. Something classic. Oh man, this is a thinker. Oh, you know what? Okay, I would love like the classic like introductions, like whether it's like a letter and you're kind of just seeing it on paper, or like actually
Like-
yeah, let's just go with that. It's
Like Dear
I would
George.
say yeah,
Yeah, okay.
that's what like the first like 13 games or something. I really loved those.
Yeah,
And
those were amazing.
yeah, and like especially too like I especially love them when it's like the games where it's like she doesn't know she's gonna stumble onto a mystery and she's kind of just like, oh my gosh, like I'm going on this trip, like wow, it's kind of dark and gray. And it feels like strange. Like that kind of stuff. So I love the
Yes.
letters.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. That's a great answer.
Yeah. And I love too like how she picks like different people, like her dad and like Ned and like different like random people to get the letter every time. Love it.
Yeah, that was really great. Yeah, the one that always comes to my head is Dear George, so much for my Wisconsin ski vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. So then, what would be a modern improvement that you would want?
Ooh, okay. You know, I have to say, I would love, like, I feel like they kind of did this in Mystery of the Seven Keys, and I mean, it wasn't perfect, but the effort was very much appreciated. But I think I would have to, if we're submitting ideas to anybody, I feel like the point and click style that was used in the Alex Hill game, to anyone who hasn't played it yet, I mean, it was like, it was just very smooth, but like modern at the same time. You know,
Yeah.
like it just moved like very like freely, but it was still like when I was playing it and it was like point and click move, I was like, oh my god, like this feels like a Nancy Drew game. And like, it had the feeling of like a Nancy Drew game made in like 2024.
That's cool.
So I would have, yeah, which I feel like with Key, like that was probably challenging because they did the free roam, and I feel like that probably made like probably affected like the quality of the point and click, you know, because it's very hard to make a game that's like suitable for both
Yeah.
things, you know. So it's like, yeah, so it's like that. I know that was probably challenging. I don't know like anything about game development, but yeah, I would say like that, like yeah. But yeah, that like modern point and click style.
Yeah.
But like
That's
just
fun.
point and click.
Yeah. No, I like that. You know what I want to see? It's more outfit changes, please and thank you. But give me better options than we've had in the past.
Oh my gosh, like very a la like Phantom of Venice.
Yes, I'm looking at you, fisherman's hat. Why Nancy brought that on an international trip, I will never know.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, I just want to dress. I want it to be a dress-up doll mystery solving game.
You know, you could get quite a few puzzles out of that probably. That would be so fun.
Right, because like, okay, so in Phantom of Venice, you have to wear certain outfits certain places. Or you can't do stuff. And that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I loved that. I loved that so much, in fact, that I would
Yeah.
love to see it come back.
And I love too how like I remember, I don't know if the other characters like could comment, but I remember like Colin would comment on certain things like, "Oh, is that a wig?"
Yes.
Like
Yes.
that's kind of cool too.
Oh my goodness. Was it like, I think after, I can't remember what triggers it, but I think after you dress up in the cat suit for the first time and you can talk to Helena about Carnivale, and she tells you that she wants to dress up like a cat.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, you been spying? Oh, Kalina said about the fisherman's hat. She says you never know when you gotta fish for money, and that's a great point. I guess I never thought of that.
That's very true.
I never considered that option. You're right. That makes perfect sense of why I would need to bring a fisherman's hat to Venice. You just never know. There was oh goodness, if I could remember the artist, I would love to credit them, but I'll have to find it. But there was like a fan artist did some drawings of Nancy wearing the various like crazy outfits that she can wear in Ven. And there was like a comic somewhere along the lines of like Colin fell in love with her while she looked like this, and she's got like the clown mask and like
Oh my gosh, that's great.
if you have that conversation with Helena while in the cat suit, she says you might ask to borrow the mask. Oh my gosh. I am so... Tori knows this game backwards and forwards. She says she might ask, yes. She knows this game backwards and forwards, so I'm not surprised that she knew that. Amazing. Okay. We have lots of questions to get through, so we should probably get back to those. Okay, here we go. I keep closing them. Oh, okay, so we haven't even talked about like the bread and butter of like, you know, Nancy Drew stuff is how did you get into Nancy Drew?
Oh man. Okay. So I was like 10, I think 10 or like 9, 10, somewhere around there. I specifically remember, I got Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake and Treasure in the Royal Tower. I got them like as Christmas gifts for from my uncle. He like just randomly saw like, you know, oh, these are like computer games like for, you know, like teen girls. And so, yeah, I started playing Ghost Dogs and Like then I played Treasure in the Royal Tower. And yeah, then I found like I would always see like on the older like game menu, it was like, oh, collect all the games in the series.
Yeah.
And so yeah, so I started like just, collecting them. And I mean, this was like, we talked about our ages before, but like this was back in the days where like, I was going to Target and like getting like a physical copy.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, I just like kind of went from there. Yeah, never grew out of it. It was funny too because I didn't read the books as a kid, so it's like when I played Ghost Dogs, like I had no idea who any of the characters were, and I was so confused at like I remember calling Bess and George and being like, "Who are these people?"
That's so funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you read the books like since?
I have, yeah. I've read a couple of them. I read Mystery at the Lilac Inn. Or wait, no. Yeah, wait, that's what it was called, right?
Sure. It's gone from my head. Let's just say that's it.
Yeah, I read a few of them too when I was a teenager. I can't remember like the titles.
Yeah.
I would pick them up from the library. I read Secret of Shadow Ranch because I remember I was trying to figure out the game. I thought the books would give me the answers on like how to solve the game.
No.
It didn't, by the way.
Ooh. And like that one's closer than most to the book.
Yeah.
Still not close enough.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like if you're gonna get help from a book to solve a game, your best bet is Message in a Haunted Mansion.
Okay.
Or perhaps Secrets Can Kill. Just with a few added bonus makeout scenes. But like, otherwise they're pretty close. And the culprits are the same. Like...
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like when I read those, I was like, these are similar. Except for the part where Nancy just lip-locked with Daryl Gray.
Oh my God.
Oh, spoilers, by the way.
I don't think I was ready for that.
Nobody was.
Nancy! Oh my God.
Nobody was, and it took Ned several books to get over it as well.
Ned.
Aw, Ned. Poor sweet baby. Okay, what other games do you like besides Nancy Drew?
Ooh, okay. Obviously, you probably all know I like The Sims.
No. Really?
I know. No. Yeah, so I like The Sims. Let's see. My like repertoire of games has really dropped off over the past few years just because of like time, I used to play a lot of House Flipper. I was really into that for a while.
That's fun.
Yeah. I've played, if anyone's familiar, I've played 2 out of the 3 Frog Detective trilogy.
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Yes.
I used to play, I haven't played this in years, but I used to play Duck Detective. I was really into that.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Oh, and I played the Alex Hill game, which was fantastic.
So you're a mystery game person. And Sims.
Yeah.
Mystery and Sims.
Yeah, that seems to be like, my husband has been, we're trying to find like a time. I really want to play The Last of Us with him because he's played The Last of Us, and we've been watching The Last of Us series on HBO Max. So I did it backwards. I watched the series and now I'm going to play the game.
Who cares?
Yeah, I'll be attempting that in the future.
You should film that and put that on your channel. That would be really
I've been
entertaining.
thinking about that.
Yeah, that would be really fun. As long as like he's cool with like being on the internet too, like that would be really fun content.
Yeah, he has a problem with not cursing. So,
Put it. It's for 18 and above. It's fine.
yeah, it would have to be like, yeah, adult,
Yeah.
like maybe not live. I remember too, I did a podcast episode with him, like where I quizzed him on Kitsy Drew, and I had to cut so much of it out because he would just let a word slip.
Yeah. You know, it happens to all of us. It really does. It's okay. At least it was just that. My husband, when I get him on my channel, tends to just tell people like where we live.
Oh my god.
And I'm consistently like, Jonathan. Like,
Oh my
people know I
God.
live in Maryland. That's enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't need to be giving out like our exact location.
Oh my god.
Yeah. He would like, he's so funny. He doesn't think about like the fact that I'm like on the internet like talking to thousands of people. Like, you know, like
Yeah.
he would like, there were several times that he mentioned what his work was called and like stuff like that, and I was like,
Oh my God.
Jonathan.
No.
Oh. Okay. Do you have any other hobbies besides gaming?
Ooh, yeah. I'm a big reader. I love to read. So I love to read. I like to cook and bake a lot. Yeah, I like to do that. Anything like outside, really. Like I'm a big like walker, hiker. Especially too, because where I live, it's like it's so easy to like do outdoorsy stuff.
Yeah.
Any like like water related sport, like kayaking, like
Oh, you love
swimming.
I was like, wow, we have so much in common. Kidding. She said the word sport.
Okay, I mean that loosely. Like I'm not like a sporty person.
You said kayaking, girl. I can't relate.
That's like an underrated workout.
It really is. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, like you think it's gonna be easy and it's not.
Oh, goodness
Let's
gracious.
see. I did too. This is the first like spring summer season where like we have a house, so like I'm really into gardening now.
Oh, that's
So-
wholesome. Yes.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's
I don't know if
super
this is like really a hobby or like just like I mean I'll say it's a hobby. I like traveling, like
Yeah,
just
that's a hobby.
even like just day trips and stuff. Like
Oh, yeah. What do you like to do on your day trips?
ooh, I usually depending on like how far away it is or like how close it is, etc. My two main things, I'll find a trail or like at the very least just like a scenic place. Like
Yeah.
I try to do like some outside, like some inside. So like finding like a landmark or like something like that, or like a hiking trail with like a nice view.
Yeah.
I'll try to find like something like that. I mean, weather permitting, because I live in Washington. So
Good point.
yeah. And then too, I'll try to find like little, not like gift shops, but like kind of little like small businessy
Oh,
like
yeah.
candle shops or like you know like shops that sell like you know like bath bombs, like stuff
Yeah.
like that. Those yeah.
Yeah.
Those are like two things like I really love to buy while I travel, like candles and bath.
I love that. That's cool. You can never have too many
Yeah.
of those.
Yeah, exactly. And they don't
consistently
take up
using them.
space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You consistently use them. You're not gonna like let a
Yeah.
bath bomb just sit in your house. You're gonna use it. So like
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, I love that. That's really fun. Okay, so next question is, do you have any pets? We have already gotten to see your sweet kitty, but would you like to tell us about your sweet kitty?
Yeah, so I've got one cat me see. Oh, he's not in it. He left. Yeah, his name is Bear. He's, as you saw, he's a fluffy, large black cat. And yeah, he's pretty much, he's like my best friend in my whole world.
Speaking of black cat, look who just came to say hi. Yeah. Oh, you see the fish? Yeah. Here. You want to hang out? No, you don't want to hang out? Oh, okay, fine. I don't have much of a lap right now, so don't have much to offer him. Oh my goodness, moving is hard. Okay. Very fun. We love your cat. Next question is, what do you do for work?
Oh yeah. So okay, that's an interesting question. So
Do tell.
remember when you said just in the sense of remember when you said earlier how I dabble in a little bit of everything?
Yes.
So first and foremost, I'm a theater and dance teacher. So
Wow, cool.
so I mainly do like dance side, like dance choreography, stuff like that. So and I primarily work like with schools. So I kind of do that like seasonally. Like I'll work with different schools and like help them with like their kids like theater productions and all that.
That's neat.
So I kind of do that like on a freelance basis. And then when I'm not doing that, I work as a substitute teacher as well. Yeah, I do that, just for like supplement. Yeah,
That's
in my spare
great.
time, basically.
No, that's super necessary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it really is. And yeah, this has kind of been like a slow burn, but I'm like kind of like trying to get more into voice acting.
No way.
Which is like very like freelance, not like consistent opportunities. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, have you ever watched or listened to my episode that I did with Kieran Reagan?
I think I might have, because I'll tell you a funny story. When you would it was quite a few of those voice actors. I was always the person who asked if they had like advice to give to somebody
Yes.
who wanted to like start voice
Yeah.
acting.
I feel like of all the people that I've of all the voice actors I've interviewed, he had the best, most practical, like, advice and stories of starting out.
Yeah.
So if you haven't listened to that one or watched that one, I would definitely say to do so. He had like specific websites to go to, and he was like name dropping, like.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, he was really cool about that.
Nice. I might have watched it, but I probably don't remember. I'll have to go back and watch it. Because I remember Brittany Cox, she gave the name of a really good website that I like have used on a daily basis.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Oh,
and it
she's
has
so
like a
sweet.
bunch of like free resources and everything.
Yeah.
So.
She's so cool. Oh. Yeah, I'm trying to think if anybody else did. No, because like Scott just kind of dropped into it. And Rob also kind of dropped into it. Like, I'm trying to think of like who else had like good advice.
I remember Rob Jones. He had some like it's very simple, but it was very good advice. Like he was like kind of like be annoying, like don't be afraid to like, reach out to people, because he's like you just never know. Like,
literally. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
he's like, yeah, don't be afraid. Be annoying, like bother people.
Yes, that's what I do. To get these cool people on my channel, I'm like, hey.
I mean, you gotta let me know if it works, obviously.
It works. You gotta shoot your shot. I mean, the worst they can say is no.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, so there you go. Okay. Yeah, I think I had mentioned once something about like voice acting, and I think you had messaged me afterwards and was like, I got you.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah. Okay, the next question was, if your job isn't your dream job, what would your dream job be?
Ooh, okay. I kind of feel like I do really love what I do. I would probably say, at least like doing choreography and stuff, like
Mm.
that's definitely a dream job.
Mm-hmm.
And probably, which I mean, probably like most people watching, I know this is really specific. My like probably ultimate, maybe unattainable dream job, I would love to voice act in a Nancy Drew game someday. Which is like me and everybody else probably watching.
That reminds me of another voice actor who I had interviewed, and her dream was to voice act in a Nancy Drew game. And
Oh my god, was it someone from Midnight in Salem?
it was Rachel. What was her name? It starts with an H.
Yeah,
I forget
I
her
think
last name, but she's amazing. She was the voice of Adela.
Oh dang, okay.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and
that's
she's
so
so cool. Oh my goodness.
Aw, that's
Yeah.
so neat. I remember this was like years ago, but if anyone remembers, I think her name was Tammy something. She had a podcast, like it was like in collaboration with her. I think it was like the Her Interactive like podcast, and she
I remember.
interviewed like, yeah. It was like years ago. I think it's been like long gone by now. But she
Yeah.
would interview like all these voice actors. And I remember she interviewed Tegan from Midnight in Salem.
Oh, cool.
And yeah, Tegan had that story too. Like she was like, me and my family grew up playing the games and all that.
yes.
Which it made me love like that character even more. Because I'm like, oh my, like I can hear like how passionate she is.
Well, that was the same thing with her. Was like, she had grown up playing them and she loved them so much, and she said that she saw, there was this audition she was going for, and she it didn't specifically say what it was or like
Yeah.
who it was, but she was like, I feel like this is a Nancy Drew game. And sure enough, and she was like, she
I
was
love
so
that.
pleased.
I love that.
All right. Who is your Nancy Drew crush?
Okay. Frank Hardy, obviously.
Okay.
Which, let me be specific. Frank Hardy, before Creature of Copper Cave.
So, specifically, Last Train, Frank Hardy.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Got it.
So, I would say honestly, because I feel like he's one of the core, characters.
Absolutely, yeah.
Probably. I think besides him, okay, and I have a funny story about this. I would have to say Radek because
Yes.
if my husband's watching, he's gonna laugh at this. But so I remember like there's a person in the Nancy Drew Games Facebook group that like they'll do like casting of the games. Like they'll pick like actors and like cast them like as
Yeah,
characters.
I love those.
Yeah, and they did a key one. I wish I could remember their name, otherwise I would say it. But they did a key one, and they did like Florence Pugh as
I remember
Elka.
that.
And they did Timothy Chalamet as Radek, and which I love Timothy Chalamet so much.
Who doesn't?
So like now I associate Radek with him.
That's so funny. Oh my gosh. Wait, I'm going into the fans group and I'm searching up Mystery of the Seven Keys fan cast. Let's see if I can get anything for this. I'm getting a lot of Mystery of the Seven Keys posts, of course. Looking. So many posts. Oh my gosh. I asked for fan casting. Oh man. I just want to see. Okay. I found it. Here it is. For those who are watching. Okay. We have some, I'm sorry, this is not very clear. We have some familiar faces here, and here we have our guy. There's Timothy Chalamet as Radek. Very cute, very fun. Alright, moving on. Oh, also, Kalina, before we get too far ahead, yes, she did mention the Unlocked podcast with Tammy Tucky.
Yeah, that's what it was. The Unlocked podcast.
Yeah. I don't think I ever listened to it because when that was coming out, I was not as entrenched in the like fan group community as much as I am now.
Yeah, it was like years and years ago. Like I think even like before like right before Midnight in Salem came out, like really, really way back when.
Yeah. I was like super into it when I was like little. I'm thinking like 2001 to like 2010 maybe, you know?
Yeah.
And then I was kind of like, I still played them, but I was like a big girl now with like big things that I had to do. So like I would play the games, but I wasn't as much of the community aspect. So I missed a lot, I think. But I'm here now.
Yeah, that was kind of like, I had like the same experience. Like I was like on the message boards like back in the day.
Oh yeah,
and then,
back
like,
in 2008. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, then I like stepped away for a while.
Yeah.
And I was like in the Facebook group, but like until last year, like I had no idea there was like a fandom of like Nancy Drew creators.
Nancy Drew crazies. Yeah. Oh, what? Salem has somehow gotten his collar off. Crazy cats. Yeah, I really got back into it. It's been several years now. But I think it was due to the Facebook group. I've been in the Facebook group for years, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It just kind of like there was a resurgence, I guess, in like 2019 because the game came out. And then I was like, I remember me and my sister had a lot of fun like speculating about what was happening with her interactive. She was like, what if we like hired a private detective to like figure it out? And I was like, I really don't think that's necessary.
Yeah, like we are private detectives.
We are private detectives. Of course, nobody ever listened to me. I said, hey, they're like giving us hints on their posts. Nobody ever listened to me, but they sure listened to Hugh and Carter. But that's another story. Anyway, do you have a dream vacation?
Ooh, yes, I do.
Yes, tell us about it.
I think, okay, so up until last summer, I've always wanted to go to Greece, and I finally went.
Wow,
it was actually
really?
where I got engaged.
Oh my gosh! Wait, so you're like a newlywed?
Yeah, we
Wow.
yeah, we got engaged last summer, and we haven't like actually had our wedding yet. Like we're legally married, but
Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
the wedding like hasn't even happened yet. But yeah, it's like really recent. But yeah, other than that, I would love to go to New Zealand.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's like my
Yeah.
top like dream
that's
destination.
super cool. Wait, okay, so I'm in the wedding industry, like for my day job. So I need to hear
Okay.
all about this. Okay, so tell me about how you're married, but you're not married. Like, tell me about this.
Okay, we went to the courthouse in
Oh, yeah.
December. Yeah, so
Oh,
we
you're
like
married.
got all the yeah. So we like got all the legal stuff out of the way,
Oh
and
yeah,
it
the
was
hard
because
stuff.
it was because like so we could just focus on like kind of planning like a fun like celebration afterwards. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So-
Absolutely. No, I love that. Oh, Kalina says, darn it, Hugh and Carter. I feel like a tiny celebrity compared to Hugh and Michael Gray. Totally understand how you feel, Susie. I feel like a tiny celebrity next to Kalina in chat. Oh my goodness.
Oh my
I'm not a
That's
celebrity
all
at
we
all.
need now.
So she, like, up here.
Oh my
so
gosh.
if they're
Actually-
up there and she's up here and y'all can't even see my hand, I'm like down here. Which is why nobody listened to me.
Oh my gosh. Actually, speaking of Kalina, I have a funny story I have to share, like, while she's watching.
Tell us.
There was a video that came up on my algorithm on YouTube. I don't know why it came up, but it was, like, on the official Nancy Drew Games YouTube channel. It was a video that was made, I think, like, probably 12 years ago. It was when Ghost of Thornton Hall was coming out.
Oh wow, that was quite a few years ago.
It was, yeah, and I watched it, and it was, which everyone should go back and watch it because it's great. It was like Kalina narrating, like she was like gonna like break into the office, like the actual physical her office.
Oh my gosh, wait, I think I might remember that.
Yeah, because she was like, I heard there's gonna be a teaser for the next game, and it was, I think it was Ghost of Thornton Hall, and she like broke into like Megan's office and like
Oh my gosh.
it was amazing.
I loved all of Kalina's content. Like, it
Oh,
was
yeah.
always so great. I mean, that was, again, it was during the time where I wasn't, like, as entrenched in the community. But every time, I
Mhm.
mean,
Yeah.
like, the face of her interactive to me was Little Jackalope.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah. I always say I was so bummed, like, because yeah, I made it into the fandom pretty late. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, they used to have summer interns at their office. I'm like,
No.
I could have been
You
applying
could have
to
done
do that.
Oh.
Not that I'm like not in marketing or anything, so I probably wouldn't have like gotten it. But I'm like, I could have tried.
Oh, too bad. Yeah, I saw some like job listings every once in a while, and my sister would send them to me, and she'd be like, "We should go." And be like, "We're not in the industry, so IDK what you're gonna do." Okay. Would you rather fight a pea-sized Dave or a Dave-sized pea?
Ooh. Pea-sized.
This is serious questions with Susie.
Probably a little pea-sized Dave because it's tiny. But I don't know. I feel like a pea, like if it's big, it's probably very dense. So I don't know.
The thought that you put into these ridiculous questions is brilliant. Oh my goodness. Is there a Nancy Drew game that you would like to see remastered?
Stay tuned for danger.
Yes. Come on.
Yeah, seriously. It needs a remaster. They can even use the same culprit. I don't care.
She would, in fact, love if you would use the same culprit. When I asked her about her Nancy Drew crush, what she didn't say was Dwayne Powers. Okay, tell us about a favorite Nancy Drew game related memory.
Ooh, okay. Okay, actually, this is like kind of tied into me, probably why I like named my channel after Stay Tuned for Danger. Okay, so when I was in elementary school, I didn't know a ton of people who play these games, but I had a friend in elementary school, and she like had been playing those games like with her mom for years.
Oh, cool.
And so we started like playing the games together, and she had already played I think it was like the first like 13 or 14 games.
Yeah.
And so, which looking back, this is a really mean thing for a friend to do.
Oh no.
But we would play these games, and she would like know what happened, and because she like finished the games. So we would be playing these games. They would be brand new to me. And when we would talk to like the culprit in the game, she would be like, "Oh yeah, he did it," or "She did it."
No!
And she spoiled every single culprit for me for like the first like 15 games.
That sucks.
But for some reason, Stay Tuned for Danger, like we could never get to work on our computers.
Oh.
So I remember it was probably one of my favorite memories. That was the very first game where like I had no idea who the culprit was, and I was like completely like I was actually surprised at the end.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
And not surprisingly, we stopped being friends in middle school.
Not surprising at all. This is a spoiler-free zone, man. Well, actually, this show is not, but if it's a new game, it is. Okay. Next question is, which game is your aesthetic? Is it Stay Tuned for Danger? Is it Dwayne Powers?
Yes, my aesthetic is Dwayne.
There really should be like a drinking game. No, people will get way too drunk. Moving on. What's your aesthetic?
I would say probably the easy answer is Danger on Deception Island.
Okay, yeah.
Because I live in the Pacific Northwest, but
That's fair, yeah.
yeah, probably other than that, I would probably say ironically Midnight in Salem, because I mean I love fall's my favorite season. I love fall, everything about it.
Yeah.
Like everything's spooky. So.
Yeah. Love that. That game has a like aesthetic.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
It's a good one.
I'm like, you can say a lot of things about it, but like the vibe of that game,
Immaculate.
awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
So good. The vibes are the reason I go back to that one. Okay. Road trip with Carl, Mel,
Okay.
and Rose.
Okay.
Who has the map, the snacks, and the aux cord?
Ooh. Okay. Probably Mel has the aux cord.
I feel like
Um,
outside of the cello playing, I feel like she listens to the best kind of music.
right?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm like, listen,
Not
I
that the
used to
cello
dress
was
like
bad.
you in middle school. What?
Not that the cello was bad, just want to put that out there.
Yeah. Probably the map, probably Rose. She seems very like,
Like level-headed.
yeah.
Yeah.
And probably Carl would have the snacks.
I mean,
Which,
he could dole out the Black Forest cake and the Bavarian pretzels, so
yeah, exactly.
I'm down. I feel like that was the right answer. Oh, but definitely Mel on the aux. What do you think she would be playing? Because like she
Okay.
looks like somebody who would have similar taste to me.
Yeah, like, she is definitely how I dressed in junior high. I feel like Mel would be, like, we would have similar playlists, like Blink-182, Fall Out Boy.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Since you said Fall Out Boy, guys, I have to unload something. Okay, I was in a pizza restaurant this afternoon with my family. We had taken our son to the gym, and my husband was like, let's go grab some lunch, like just down the road, you know. So we're in this restaurant eating our pizza and just minding our own business. And there's like iHeartRadio on a TV playing some music. And the playlist was very much like my past. You know, it was like stuff
Oh my gosh.
that was on the radio when, you know, I was in college or whatever, you know. So there's two men, clearly like workers. They've got like the like reflective vests. And there was a younger man and an older man. And they were a couple of booths away having some lunch as well. And a Fall Out Boy song comes on the TV, and it was My Songs Know What You Did in the Dark, you know that one.
Oh yeah.
Classic Fall Out Boy, obviously. The older man goes, "Oh, this song's from Pitch Perfect too."
Oh my god, no.
And I literally lost it. And he starts going, "Das Sound Machine."
Oh my god.
And I was like, first of all, I love those movies. But I was like, I have never heard Fall Out Boy boiled down to, that's from Pitch Perfect too.
Oh my god, I know. And isn't it like the a cappella version too?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, I could not. So then we listened to the rest of their conversation about the Pitch Perfect movies, and oh, it just got me. I was like, dang, doing Fall Out Boy
Oh
kind
my
of dirty
gosh.
there. Could not. I could not.
Oh my god, from Pittsburgh.
Oh, that was a great moment. Oh, this actually leads right into this next question, which is, what kind of music do you like?
Ooh, yeah, so very like I feel like I would categorize it as 7th grade emo. Like
Yes.
yeah. Just very like I never grew out of it. Just very like pop punk-ish. Like Panic at the Disco is my all-time favorite.
Amazing.
I love Blink-182.
Amazing.
Yeah, actually funny story. This was embarrassingly not when I was in junior high. I was an adult when I did this, but I pretended to be like really into Blink-182 to like impress a guy.
That's
Like
great.
he had like all these Blink-182 tattoos, and then I actually like legitimately liked them.
Nice.
Like now they're still one of my favorites.
I love that. Oh, that's really great. I was super also into these bands. All American Rejects was one of my faves.
Oh yeah, Green Day.
Green Day, Jack's Mannequin, just
Oh yeah,
good
Mhm.
stuff. Good stuff.
It's
Good stuff. Do you have a favorite feel-good game?
Ooh, feel good game.
guess
Probably.
It could
Oh.
be like, sorry, it could be like one that you play when you're sad, or maybe one that you play when you're happy. I'm not sure. What were you about to say?
Okay. I feel like this might be a very underrated game, Alibi and Ashes.
Okay.
Like, I feel like, I mean, not that it's light, like, I mean, she gets arrested, but, like, it's just very kind of, like,
Nuance.
you know.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's
a
like-
bouncy game.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I feel like it's giving. Oh, the movie's escaping me. It was like an old-fashioned movie about like baseball. I know that makes no sense, but it was like about like all like these boys on a baseball team. Oh, The Sandlot.
I was about to guess The Sandlot.
Yeah, like it kind of reminds me of this, like just like friends like palling around, like getting into trouble a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, I love the Sandlot movies.
Yeah, classic.
Yeah. Aw.
I feel like to Trail the Twister, like I know a lot of people don't like that one.
And they're
I
wrong.
kind of like that. Like it's just very like it's not really like up or down.
I love that game, so I hear no crap about it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do you enjoy the cozier games or the scarier games more?
Ooh. I like the cozy games.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not that I don't enjoy the scary games. It's just this might start a few fights.
Oh,
but
no.
I feel like the specific scary games, like I'm not super into. Like I'm just not a huge fan of Ghost of Thornton Hall or like Shadow at the Water's Edge.
That's fine.
I know a lot of people like love those games, and I'm sorry.
It's fine. Like,
Yeah.
everybody has their preferences,
Yeah.
and some people's are wrong. No, I'm kidding. No, I mean, I would say that Saw is pretty low on my list.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
like,
thank God
it's-
Maggie's not here to hear me say that.
Oh, does she really like Saw?
It's her favorite.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, good
Yeah.
thing she's not here.
I know, right? But like, no, I'm with you there. Like, I feel like sometimes, I mean, I'm a cozy gamer, like, at the heart of like my gaming preferences. I do love Ghost of Thornton Hall. I would put that in my top 10.
Okay.
But yeah. Otherwise, I don't think I have a single other like scary quote unquote game in my top 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Kalina also loves Saw. My bad. It's a great
Sorry.
game. It was the game that introduced me to Sudoku, and I will forever be grateful because I love
Okay,
Sudoku.
nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yes. Sudoku is my fave. Okay. Oh, I just lost it. Oh, come back questions. Okay, last question. Keep, Burn, Sell, Sally's Cabin, Captain's Cove, and Jake's Train.
Ooh, okay. Probably definitely keep Sally's Cabin. I would probably burn. It was Jake's Train, right?
Yeah,
Okay. I would probably burn Jake's Train.
you married him earlier.
I know.
She was a gold digger, y'all.
I know. Get the gold and just burn it.
Literally.
And yeah, then sell Captain's Cove. That's got a lot of selling potential.
It's a whole dang amusement park with a hotel, so
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, someone will buy it.
yeah. Plus with the insurance money you get from Jake's Train. Oh my gosh. Moving on. Okay, we've had Booty Vendor up on the screen for almost the entire show. So I think it's time to do one more game of FMK. What wheel would you like?
Okay. Let's go with the gentleman.
The Gentleman. I love this wheel. Wait, I'm going to the wrong spot. My bad. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, it's going to file. Kidding. I totally know what I'm doing. Okay, here we go. All right. Oh, no way. Frank Hardy.
Oh my gosh. I didn't think that was gonna happen.
I saw that, like, slowing down, getting towards him, and I was like, no way!
What are the chances that that would come up when I'm on?
Very lucky, I will tell you that.
Alright, game over. You don't need to spin anymore.
Well, too bad, because here's your mobster boyfriend, Thanos. And your final eligible bachelor is going to be... Pa.
Oh no! I'm sorry, Pa. I'm gonna have to fight Pa.
Whoa! Oh my gosh, so smart.
No, I'm sorry. I feel bad, Pa, but I gotta do it.
Yeah, because there's no way you're winning in a fight with Thanos.
I'm not gonna fight Thanos. I'll kiss him. I'll get on his good side so he doesn't kill me.
Smart.
And then I would marry Frank Hardy.
There you go. Man, this one like answered itself.
I know, right? It was so easy.
It was literally so easy. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. Well, that is all the content that I have for everybody tonight. Thank you all so much for joining us. This has been so much fun, Hannah, getting to know you better. I knew we were gonna have fun. I was like, we have so much in common. Like, so much. Right down, like, from the types of content that we make, where we've both got our YouTube channels, and, you know, the streaming, and the podcasting, and the Sims included. Yes. And I was
very
like, oh, and we both have black cats. Come on.
Yeah.
Like,
little black cat brothers.
Yes. I was like, we're gonna get along super well. So, this has been super fun, like, getting to know you better. So thank you so much for coming on my show.
Fun. Thanks for having me on. This is really fun.
Oh, of course. Oh my goodness. This is the best part of this, is there's so many cool people in the Clue Crew. And
it really is.
I get to know them all. You know?
Yeah, you never run out of people to have on.
Well, that's the thing. Is like I do these in seasons, you know, and every season there's new people.
Yeah, exactly.
In fact, I wanted it to be a really short season because I didn't want to go past like May. This time, because of, like, you know, I wanted to make sure I wasn't going into when I might have to just stop when I have my baby. Yeah. So I was like, I need to make this a really short season. So there are actually so many people who were, like, new on the scene, or at least new to me, that I was like, I'm gonna have to wait till season 5 for you. But it's so great. So great. Oh, man. What a great community. So, anyway, do you have any parting words for us?
Stay beautiful.
Good parting words. Very classic. Oh, I love that. All right. Now, I have more content coming up next week with some super cool people who I'm about to tell you who they are. Hang on. It's gonna be Lauren and Megan of Utterly Rude.
Oh, nice.
Next Friday, April 18th. And then I'm finally going to announce I have a secret 7th episode of Spilling the Tea Season 4 that I have not talked about anywhere. And you guys have to watch for the
okay.
It's gonna be the following week.
Cliffhanger.
Okay. But it's going to be really, really great. So, make sure to tune in and make sure you're following along on the socials to see what that's going to be, because it's going to be super fun. It's not going to be on my normal night, though. It's going to be on a Thursday, like the 25th, I think. So, yes. Anyway, so that's next week, is Utterly Rude. And then the following week will be the last episode of season 7, so that I can take a break and just be super pregnant. And then I'll be done. Otherwise, I know I've been like kind of beating people over the head with this, but not everybody has heard this information. I have been doing member-only tea, so if you join my channel on YouTube, my YouTube channel, the channel that you're watching currently, if you're watching live, if you join my channel, you can join for either $2.99 a month or $4.99 a month, either way, you get to experience the members only tea, which is just extra content. So Hannah, I'm gonna have to keep you on for a little while after we're off of live.
Okay.
But so if you want more fun content, definitely think about joining my channel. It costs you less than a singular coffee in the entire month. But it goes directly towards supporting me and my little family. And there's not just members only tea. There is members only lots of things, actually. Lots of videos. And while I am on my like maternity leave, quote unquote, from content creation, yes, I will have a few videos that I have already created that will be going out on my channel. And hopefully, if I can get myself together enough, there will be some like pre-recorded streams type of stuff. So there will be content going out. However, I will still be making videos for my members through the summer when I am taking off. So if you want to stay abreast of Susie Should Be Sleeping life stuff, that's how you do it. All right. So tangent over. Thank you all so much for being here and for supporting my show and my channel, even if you don't join, like just being here and being part of chat and sending in questions and just being amazing. Like, you guys are all amazing, so I'm super thankful. All right.
Yeah, thanks for the fun questions.
Yes. Oh my gosh, they were so good. Especially Sleuthy's. She always has the best ones. Yeah. Oh, so good. Okay. That is all. Have a good rest of your evening, everyone, or whatever time you are experiencing this podcast. Goodbye.
Okay. Bye.